Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Lainey and I make videos about my upcoming Disney College program. So today I thought we could do something a little bit fun called the DCP TAG. Now the DCP TAG is a YouTube trend that was originated a few years back where DCP participants planning on vlogging their program created a list of questions, 10 questions to be exact, so that anyone following along on their channel could get to know them a little bit. So I thought this trend could be a lot of fun to do so that I could introduce myself and you guys could get to know me a little bit more. So like I said, there's 10 questions and I'll just start with the first one. So question 1, how did you hear about the program? So I mentioned this in my first video, but I actually learned about the Disney College program through YouTube videos. When I was in middle school, about 7th or 8th grade, I was obsessed with Disney, as I still am, but even more so then. I was just on YouTube watching videos, probably Disney related videos. I stumbled upon a YouTube video of a girl talking about her application experience. She was sharing how she went to some auditions to be a character performer at Disney World and she was accepted and then went and did the program. So just hearing about her experiences and hearing about what the program was and how she was going to be living in Disney World, I thought that was so cool. So I ended up following her, subscribing to her channel, watching her entire program, and then I decided it was something that I might want to do. So I heard about the program through YouTube. Question number 2 is, how was the interview process? I also talked about this in my first video. The interview process was super easy. It was actually easier than I was expecting and shorter than I was expecting. Like I mentioned in my first video, the process used to be a little bit lengthier. The application used to consist of 3 parts. There was the original application resume portion, kind of like a written portion, and there was the web-based interview, and then there was a phone interview. So when I applied, I was expecting to submit my resume, complete the web-based interview, and then have the phone interview, but that did not happen this year. I submitted my application the day applications opened up. I completed my web-based interview that night, and then I heard a few days later that I was accepted. So it was kind of a quick process. It was pretty easy, and if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the interview process, feel free to head over to my first video where I go in depth about the interview process. Question number 3, where were you when you found out? So this is not that interesting of a story or exciting, but I was actually at college. So I believe I found out on September 17th. And I had moved from Pennsylvania to Utah, where I go to college, on September 25th. So I had just started school. It was a Friday and I was getting ready to go to classes. And I remember walking into the living room and it was dark because I think one of my roommates had already gone to work and my other roommates were sleeping. And I walked into the living room and I sat down on the couch and I opened up my phone and I had an email. It said like Disney College program, congrats. And so congratulations was like cut off. And I was like, wait, what is this? And so I clicked on it and it said Disney College program, congratulations. I had this big like sparkly announcement saying you'd been accepted. So I was in my dark apartment sitting on my couch. I had just woken up. I was a mess and all my roommates were either sleeping or not home, and so I like had no one to tell. So I remember I just called my mom. I told her and then I texted my family and I was super excited, but like I couldn't really do anything physically. I was just like sitting there because it was quiet in my whole apartment, so I was just like so not a great story, but that's where I was. Question number 4 is, what is your role or your preferred role? My role is merchandise and I'm going to be working in Future World in Epcot. Question number 5 is, how did you find your roommates / how many do you want or have? So I actually went random on my roommates, just for anyone interested that didn't know this. The way roommates work is that if you want to link up and be able to be in the same apartment, you need to have the same arrival date, and I think your departure dates also need to be the same or similar. There's a lot of Facebook pages that are for Disney College program participants, just made by participants. It's not like a Disney sponsored thing. There are thousands of people that get on these groups, and if you search it up, they're normally called like Disney College program. Mine is spring 2022, and there's thousands of participants that are on there, and they put roommate surveys out introducing themselves and trying to meet other people that have their same dates. I think I might have submitted a roommate survey to like one Facebook group. I wasn't really able to find anyone that had my same date that I really clicked with, and so I decided, you know what, why not just go random. I know these girls will love Disney just as much as I do, and we're also going to be working a lot, so we'll probably barely be home, so I'm not too worried about going into it just having random people, but I am actually excited. I think it'll be a good experience. The second part of that question is, how many do you want / have? I actually know that I'm going to be having 3 roommates, so altogether we'll have a 4-person apartment. The 6th question is, what are you going to miss while in the program? And there's a lot of things I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss my family. I'm going to miss my college. I go to BYU in Utah. I met a lot of good people there and I really enjoyed living in Utah. It's a beautiful place. I'll also miss having my own room. I'll miss having my own room and my own space. But overall, I'm not gonna miss a ton. I'm kind of in a transitional state of my life right now where I feel like I'm kind of yearning for something new and some new experiences and a new place and all that kind of stuff. And so I feel like while I'm going to miss things, I'm also looking forward to what is there in the future. So it's not really going to be like a sad miss, but more of just a reminiscent type of miss where I'll be like remembering the good times I've had, but also looking forward to the future. Question number 7 is, what is your favorite Disney park? Now, I'm kind of basic, but my favorite park is Magic Kingdom. I love Magic Kingdom. I've always loved it, but I love all the parks. They're all amazing. But Magic Kingdom is definitely my favorite park. It's just magical. The castle is there. There's great food. There's great rides. The ambiance, just like the experience there is so much fun. And I feel like nothing beats when you first walk into Disney and you're walking down Main Street and you go underneath, the train station right above, and then you see the castle and you see the Emporium, and it's like the most magical feeling. Question number 8 is, what is the first thing you want to do when you get there? So I don't know if this is really the first thing I want to do when I get there, but this is going to be the first thing I'm going to do when I get there. I'm driving down. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I'm going to be driving down to Florida to do the program, and my brothers are going with me. So the first thing we'll be doing is definitely going to Disney Springs. Last time we went on a trip to Disney, we went to this place called Splitsville. It was like a restaurant in Disney Springs, and they have really good sushi and really good burgers. So definitely the first thing we're going to do is get dinner at Splitsville after that long drive, and that will be a lot of fun. But my first thing bucket list wise that I want to do when I get down there will be to watch the new fireworks show, Enchantment. I'm going to miss Happily Ever After, which was the old fireworks show that Disney would have at the end of the night in Magic Kingdom. But the last time that we were at Disney, my family and I, it was during COVID. It was in July, and so we didn't have the firework experience. So I'm very excited to see the new show and hear the music and just see the projections on the castle. I'm super excited for that. Now, question number 9, funny enough, is what is number 1 on your bucket list? So I just mentioned something that is definitely on my bucket list, which is watching the fireworks show. But I think my actual number 1 on my bucket list, which is kind of a basic thing, but it would be to work in all 4 parks. My role is merchandise, and so I've read and learned that it's kind of common for merchandise workers to have the opportunity to switch their shifts a lot. I'm pretty sure that no matter what role you have, that is a possibility where you can switch shifts with other places, other locations in all the parks. But for me, my number 1 on my bucket list is definitely to work in all 4 parks, to pick up a shift in each of the parks, because I just think that would be so cool. And now we're on to the final question number 10, which is, what is one thing you hope to take away from the program? This is also probably just the most generic answer, but definitely memories. I want to take away all the memories I'm going to make with my new friends and with working there, and just all the experiences that I'm going to have. Definitely good memories is my number 1 thing. So that has been my DCP tag. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got to know me a little bit more. I hope you have a wonderful, magical rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye!